TV and film production fleeing Hollywood. New numbers tonight show how little work is still taking place in California. Can state lawmakers rescue the industry? An earthquake early warning. Some of us got one before the San Diego quake. Others did not. What you need to know before the next one hits. And starving and sick. More signs of struggling marine life along our coast. We asked vets, what's going on? Good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie Marin. Pat Harvey is off tonight. Well, more bad news for Hollywood tonight. A new report shows TV and film production work in Southern California continues to dry up. KCAL political reporter Tom Waite is live in Burbank with more on a call from California lawmakers for a lifeline, Tom.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Leslie. Things are very dire in Hollywood. Talk to anyone who works in the industry or works in a business that's impacted by the industry, which is so many here in Southern California. But people are not giving up hope, but they say action is needed now. Hollywood in crisis. Film and TV production in LA is sliding deeper into the abyss. New numbers from Film LA show shoot days dropped 22% in the first quarter of 2025 compared to the first 3 months of 2024. Dismal numbers that continue a trend, but one that's getting even worse.
It is happening. We've been continuously losing our market share.
Colleen Bell is the executive director of the California Film Commission. She was one of the keynote speakers at a film and TV industry town hall here in Burbank.
These times require bold moves.
Governor Newsom and Democratic lawmakers are moving ahead with legislation to massively increase financial incentives to claw back TV and movie production. For years, LA has seen an exodus to other states and countries where studios are being offered huge rebates and refunds. Assemblyman Rick Zabur is helping to move the new legislation.
The governor's proposal actually increases the tax credit from $330 million to $750 million.
What about critics who say, well, why did you guys wait so long? Why not have done this sooner?
You know, I actually was thinking 2 years ago that we needed to do this a while back. I've known that this has been a problem. I think we've had a bit of an issue educating legislators in other parts of the state to understand what a crisis that we're facing now.
A crisis that's been exacerbated by the pandemic, the strikes, and most recently, the fires. But Hollywood is also facing other forces, a changing media landscape.
Think in terms of the internet, thinking of terms in social media, and also there's no rules anymore. And I think that's what Hollywood's trying to do. They're holding on to a film has to be 90 minutes, a film has to be horizontal. It could be vertical, it could be 20 minutes, it could be anything now.
Peter Rotter is an Oscar-winning documentarian.
My concern is that we're losing this talent base. They have to go find work elsewhere and find an opportunity to feed their families.
Marilyn Bitter runs a Hollywood location service for shoots. She says she's down hundreds of thousands of dollars because production has slowed so much.
When one show comes to my location for 3 days, they employ my location service and the people that work for me. They employ equipment that they bring in. They bring in a cleaning service. They have their catering service. And they spread out money in the neighborhood. People want to get back to work. We're all making deals. We want to save production because our friends are out of work.
And there is also hope because Hollywood has the infrastructure still that nowhere else has. So many skilled people who know this business who can start working right away. The problem is incentivizing the production work, getting the studios to move everything back here. Of course, that's going to take a lot of time, inch by inch, very incremental. But lawmakers say they've got to start. They've got to make a big impact, and they have to start competing more with these other countries and states offering these huge incentives. Reporting live in Burbank, I'm Tom Waite. Leslie, back to you.
Can't have the results if you don't start right, Tom. Thank you.